If we told you you could save more than $30,000 a year by making one simple change, would you do it? No, that's a question facing many farmers in the state who use diesel pumps to irrigate their crops. But the good news is that now there is a company willing to help producers to make the change from diesel fuel to electricity. To find out more, we now turn to This Week in Louisiana Agriculture's Avery Davidson with this week's in-studio guest. Avery?
Mike, with fuel prices rising all the time on farmers, they're looking at alternatives when it comes to putting water out on their fields. Joining me now is Jeff Holman with Entergy. And Jeff, I understand that farmers have been calling you guys up wanting to make the conversion from diesel pumps to electric. Tell me a little bit about how that works.
That's right, Avery. Well, as you know, irrigation cost can be a big expense for a farmer. And you know, years ago when a lot of these diesel-powered irrigation systems were installed, the price of electricity was high and the price of diesel was low. Things have changed now. In fact, in the last 5 years, the price of electricity for an Entergy Gulf States or an Entergy Louisiana commercial customer has actually gone down 22%, while the price of diesel is up 35%. So it's resulted in a situation where a farmer can save a lot of money by going with electric as opposed to diesel.
Yeah, I know we spoke recently with a rice farmer, John Compton, and he made the changeover. We're going to hear what he has to say about it.
We were about $200 an acre plus for diesel, and we're looking around $50 to $60 depending on the well with electricity. It's no-brainer.
So obviously for John Compton, that was something that worked very well for him. Jeff, when someone wants to make that changeover, what should they do? How should they get in touch with Entergy, and what do you guys sort of advise them on?
Sure. Well, they can, first of all, they can call 1-800-ENTERGY, and then they can just mention to the phone service rep that they want to talk about diesel conversion or something to that effect, something water well, and we'll get them to the right person. Or they can go to our website, www.entergy.com/convert. And they can get in touch with us, and we'll send somebody out there and with them to look at their particular situation and tell them exactly what needs to be done to get electric facilities to them and hook them up. We'll go out and look and see, this is where the irrigation system is, it's a certain distance from our line. So we'll work with the farmer to determine what kind of expense, if any, is involved in getting electricity to that spot. In some cases, if he's close enough, there wouldn't be any cost. In some cases, there might be a cost, but with the tremendous savings right now in diesel versus electric, even if there is a cost, in a lot of cases, it's still very economical, and it's still worth it for the farmer to do it and still save himself a lot of money.
Talking about the economic impact, you guys didn't even have to look for the numbers. The LSU Ag Center sort of did the work for you. What did their studies show?
That's exactly right, Avery. LSU Ag Center has done a lot of studies and published studies. In fact, I think, and we do have some on our website that show this. It shows that where we are right now for a price of electricity, the cost of an electric irrigation system compared to a diesel is about a third. So for example, let's say a farmer last year spent $50,000 on diesel to irrigate his crop. If he'd had electricity instead of diesel during that time, his cost would have been maybe $16,000, $17,000. So you're talking about a tremendous savings that, you know, that's either profit for him or he can put back into his business.
Obviously, a lot of folks are going to be looking at this. What about the efficiency of these electric pumps as compared to the diesel? Is it pretty much the same?
Electric motors are much more efficient than diesel. Much more efficient, and there's a lot of other things too. I mean, you think about all the things that go along with having diesel. You know, in addition to being able to save money by going electric, you think about, you don't have to have a diesel storage tank on site. You don't have to worry about spills. You know, with electric, it's quiet. Electric motor is very quiet. It doesn't pollute the air. You know, there's just so many things that advantages that you get to going with electric as opposed to diesel.
Well, Jeff, I know that a lot of farmers will be getting in touch with you. He is Jeff Holman, the Manager of New Business Development for Entergy. So, Mike, you heard that there are some ways to get in touch with Entergy, one being the phone number, 1-800-ENTERGY. Also, on their website, we'll put a link on our website, twilatv.org. Back to you.
And it certainly seems like those electric pumps are more efficient and more cost-effective than diesel pumps. We'll just have to see how those things work out in South Louisiana rice country. Still to come on This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, you are what you eat. So what you eat could impact how diseases like arthritis affect you. we'll learn how our own Trim and Terrific chef Holly Clegg is helping us do just that. Stay with us.